Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, children of the court. As you can see, I am joined by two very, very fine specimen, and one I've worked with before. The other one I've worked with a long, long time ago. Now, to my right, would you like to introduce yourself, the one half of the SuperCoach co-captains? Dano, how are you, mate?
Oh, it's bloody great to be here, Scobes. It's actually going to be good to be able to talk some shit with you. So I don't even know if we're allowed to swear on this. So,
I mean, here and there, but we'll try and keep it G-rated.
Not as SuperCoach co-captains level.
Yes,
that's for sure.
No, we'll definitely save that for your channel, and I'm sure Pato will slide something in about how much of an amazing pick Wirtz was and how full of it I was. I guess endorsing that, because he has not stopped on that. He has not relented. But the man below me, Pra, how are you, mate?
I'm doing great, boys. It's an honor to be here. So thanks for having me. Very recently got into the SuperCoach, bit of SuperCoach content creation side of things. I've been playing it for a few years now. Have been playing Fantasy Premier League or FPL for a lot longer. So hoping to translate some of those experiences across to this. So we'll see how it goes. But very excited to be here.
Oh, mate, if I think we did a little chat, maybe a couple of weeks ago, and that was, I can guarantee that was probably a lot more structured than what this is going to be. This is just going to be hit and miss and throw a little bit of crap at the wall, and if it sticks, we play on. Simple as that. But is anyone actually doing well in either formats of FPL or SuperCoach EPL?
If I could put my SuperCoach rank on FPL, I'd say I was doing well.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
I think that even if you were last in SuperCoach, it'd probably be meaning. Well, but far out. Like I had a shocking week last week, and the week before I killed it in SuperCoach. But FPL's like, honestly, every year I say, yep, I'm going to do better, and then the first few game weeks happen and I spud. So
sometimes it's just so deflating. Like, honestly, you wake up, say, I know most games are on early hours of Sunday morning for us Aussies, and you've got one eye open, you're looking at a screen, it's all blurry, and you're just looking for a few players' names, and you never see them. Like, I remember the other morning, woke up to the Newcastle-Liverpool game, and I'm just like, I see 2-2, and I'm like, where is M. Salah? And just nothing. Nothing at all. And then last, 3 minutes, scores, assists. So that was handy. But my rank, I've had to wildcard in FPL. Like, team was just genuine tripe. And SuperCoach, I'm a lot more content where I am. I think out to 8K. So still there and around the mark, but obviously some ground to make up. And FPL was like 5.3 million. That was just, my God.
We're basically in the same position right now. I'm in like 8.5K for SuperCoach. After a 62 last week. That was the greatest week ever. And then, FPL's like in the millions. I don't even want to know. Hang on. Yep, not even, I'm too embarrassed to say it, to be honest. Like 8 million. So,
no, Pra, where are you in both formats, mate?
Yeah, so in SuperCoach, I'm actually doing the opposite. I'm doing slightly better in FPL, I guess. In SuperCoach, I'm at 19K at the moment. Got 73 points last week. Hugely saved by Grealish. Absolutely saved my week single-handedly. In FPL, I'm currently at 4 million in the world. So, sort of sticking with the pack at the moment. Just trying to... I went pretty safe with my starting team because in the past, I've gone too rogue too quickly and just derailed my season before it even starts, I've realized. So, in FPL at least, I went a bit safe. I'm ranked 4 million at the moment. So now let's see how my trades get me boosted up, if at all. So, yeah.
Well, Scott, if it wasn't because of Salah, and I mean half the entire game owns João Pedro in FPL, like I genuinely would have scored sub 30. Like it was I scored 44.
I got 35, but here's the kicker. So, Pra, you don't know this. My FPL glitched, right? And I couldn't. I changed my team, and I thought I did. And I look back, and Haaland is on my bench at the second bench spot, right? So then Cole Palmer obviously doesn't play, and I'm like, oh fuck, yeah, I get Haaland score. And then I looked, I'm like, no, he's a second position. But turns out the guy that actually subbed in for him, Yoro, ended up scoring 4 more points than Haaland. So it would have been even worse if I had put Haaland on the field.
When is the last time that you can say that though?
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yoro outscoring freaking Haaland.
Like a Man United defender outscoring arguably the best striker in the game at the moment.
Yeah.
Probably the most captain player going into this week, Haaland.
That's a beautiful segue. A beautiful segue. Like this is fantastic. I don't have to do anything around here. Who's the VC and C in Supercoach? Like what's the plans there?
So for me, given that United's playing one of the earlier games, my VC's on Bruno at the moment.
Yep.
I know he disappointed last week, but he easily could have come away with a pretty good score if that penalty just went in. I know it's a huge if, of course, if he did this, if he did that, whatever. But it is true that if that penalty went in, he would have come away with like a 16, 17 pointer. I think he's got a relatively safe floor each game. Like he should get at least 6-7 points a game, I think, just from what he does creatively. Like he came away with 1 point last game, and that's despite missing -6 for the missed pen. So he's my VC at the moment. My captain is on Haaland, but it's not set in stone. But there's not many better options in my team, given that Liverpool's playing Arsenal. So I'll probably end up, sticking with VC Bruno and Captain Haaland.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What about you? What about you, boys?
Completely understandable. Dano, you'll be going something absolutely wild. You love a rogue VC.
Yeah, well, in my team, I've actually got Bruno VC, Haaland C. But if yes, Supercoach co-captain for a reason.
Here we go. Tom Barras VC, no worries.
Nah, hey, if he played EPL, I really, really like West Ham is shit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I know he's exactly where I'm going with this. Chris Wood is in some fine form. If I had him in EPL Supercoach, he'd be one that I'd look at, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Like the West Ham game was one of the games that I was watching, and of course, I'm messaging Pato because Pato's a Chelsea man, and I'm just going like, "Fuck." I could, pardon me, sorry, this is what I mean, Pra. I swear and stuff like that. I'm like, F. I could get a gig in this bloody West Ham freaking defense, and I'm bloody 120 kegs, and I can barely run. So, like, they were just slipping and sliding past him like it was absolute.
Oh, mate, they look so slow. West Ham looks so off it. Like,
Jared Bowen
I haven't seen
like
Chelsea. It looked like they were playing against traffic cones at times.
And like you get Chris Wood, who's in spectacular form. I can see the man cracking 25 or something like that against West Ham. And then if the manager doesn't already get the sack, he'll get the sack after it.
Yeah, they're in tripe, aren't they? Like, it's not looking good. I'm in FPL. I'm serious. Like, it's 50-50 between Haaland and Wood for me.
I've got Wood. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm just
I got Wood for Wood.
It'd be. I mean, it's a logical call, but I think it's a psychological factor as well. Like you just feel comfortable having that C on Haaland, and when you put it on Wood, it just doesn't. I don't know if it's the visual, but you're right. Like West Ham look absolutely crap. Like At the moment, like as I said already, and the video's gone out, I wildcarded, and it's just like I'm playing Elliot Anderson over Munoz, Reinders, and Virgil van Dijk purely because, like, not even considering DEFCON, but there's a good chance that he returns, like as in attacking wise. And again, like it's Chris Wood or Haaland. Like, and I never, ever, ever thought I'd be saying, oh, Chris Wood captaincy. Like it's just
The greatest striker of our generation, or Haaland, basically.
yeah. There's some bloke on Twitter that I don't know where he got it from, but it's just stuck with me. He calls him the New Zealand Lewandowski, and every time I see the name Chris Wood, I literally think just Lewa in my mind. Like
that's so. I've heard his nickname be the Kiwi Dowski before.
Yeah, like
that's a good one.
Oh, and the only thing, I guess, it's not so much putting me off having the C on him. It's like owning him. It's after the international break last year, he didn't start the game week after, I'm fairly certain. And so, like, I know it doesn't really relate to the captaincy, but just as a wild card pick, like, that's the only thing that I'm not like. If it wasn't West Ham United at home, I don't know if I'd be all in on it. But
the only thing that I'll say with Wood is, like, he's usually on pens, correct?
Yep.
And
when he plays, he'll be on it.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. So Douglas Luiz has just signed with Nottingham Forest, and they just interviewed him recently, and he's like, "Oh yeah, set pieces and penalties I've been working really hard on." Whether or not that means he's going to be on them is another thing, but it kind of was like, oh, don't take the pens away from Wood.
No, well, I think like Anderson and who's the other fellow that's priced at $6 million?
For Forest?
Yeah, I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name for the life.
McAtee?
Nah. Signed prior to Louise and McAtee. I can't remember. I'm fairly sure he's from Serie A. Anyway, him. Is it Doye or something?
Endoy, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a winger. He's basically replacing Elanga, I think.
Yeah. Well, him and Anderson have shared set pieces, but it just makes me think like Anderson's been there for ages. He's literally up and coming as well. Wants to crack into that, into the English side. Like, surely he is just on set pieces still. Wood's going to be on pens. Like Douglas Luiz, he's coming from Juve where he barely had any game time. So it just makes me think like he's got to integrate fairly well and be there for a while before he starts getting that kind of responsibility, doesn't he?
They do suddenly have quite a few options in midfield, though. Like with these new midfield signings, like if we look at just their preseason, like I think Anderson was such a good pick because there just wasn't any competition for him. And now with Douglas Luiz, like James McAtee, Sangare, Elliot Anderson, Ryan Yates, even who's still getting minutes for them. Like, there's just enough spots. Obviously, they're going to be playing in Europe this year as well, so they need a bigger squad. But yeah, like I think it will be interesting to see if around the European games, will someone like Anderson maybe play fewer minutes? Because if he's first choice, surely they'll prioritize him for the European games, maybe. Because like for someone like Forrest, yeah, like how many European campaigns will they really have? Surely they'll want to try and give it their best.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I couldn't go past not having triple Forest this week against West Ham. Like Dano, you summed it up perfectly. They're shambolic at the moment.
Yeah,
like just genuine crap.
I think in FPL, Anderson's a good pick. Like, because you can always trade him out. We've got basically not unlimited trades, but you know what I mean. Like, you can trade as much as you want. I think in SuperCoach, you just got to maybe wait a week or two to see how the new signings start with someone like Anderson. Also, because I don't think he's that cheap in SuperCoach, right? How much is
I
Anderson?
think he's like 8 mil.
Yeah, 8.1.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
he's pushing the premium price bracket.
Which, I mean,
Yeah.
when you start with an 8, it's completely different to when you start with a 5.
Yeah.
It's just, but I reckon VC wise, it'll be the only option I've got is literally Kudos, and I think I'm gonna run with it, and
Yeah,
that'll be into Haaland. I was just think I think we should beat Bournemouth. Surely.
Hang on. What is your team? Because I'm intrigued in Supercoach now.
Supercoach.
Yeah.
It's a literally defensive line of this is post trades. Calafiore, Mickey Van de Ven, Truffett, Ballard, who's still injured, Rodon, midfielders, Holding Palmer, Anton, the real German superstar stack, Dewsbury Hall, Grealish, Adingra, and forwards are Salah, Haaland, and Kudos. So it's the VC. There's not much to go with. Like it's very. There's no standout option.
I just thought of another one then, which would be João Pedro, but you don't have him because they play on the Saturday at 9:30.
No, that would be a fantastic VC shout. Yeah, absolutely. Even very ballsy, but not the worst C option in FPL either.
Yeah,
like it'd be a lot worse than I could think of going there. A lot worse. We do.
Oh, you don't have Grealish, do you?
I was just about to say you do have Grealish, right? Like,
yes, yep.
You could consider maybe him instead of Kudus for the VC.
Yeah,
but how
is playing Wolves?
How dirty would I be if Kudus pops as a Spurs man and I don't VC him?
Yeah, exactly.
That would just be.
Wolves might be without Strand Larson as well for this game if he's in some rumors before it.
I think they've just got to let go of Isaac, don't they? Just like concede that, don't surely.
Yeah, I think if Liverpool give the money, there's no doubt he's going to go. But I think they've got too much pride that if Liverpool keep low-balling them, like 100 mil, 110, whatever, I just don't think they'll revisit him in January probably.
But what are they going to do? Literally not play him the entire year?
I wouldn't. Stuff him.
I think Newcastle's hoping that he'll apologize and then be reintegrated into the team. But I can't see him apologizing or being reintegrated, to be honest. Especially with how far it's gone. Like,
I agree.
Yeah.
Like as you just said, Daneo, stuff him. Like I'm 100% of that thought. Like 100%. You're an employee.
You've got that Saudi money. Spend it, even if he's on the bench.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean.
Yeah,
just do it because at the end of the day, if he ends up winning this and they get lowballed, it sets up a trend across not just that league but the world. Like players can hold clubs to ransom and whatnot. Clubs need some sort of power over the player. You signed this mega contract. This is what we want to get you out of it. Just pay it or keep playing. If you don't, we'll let you rot in the reserves.
I think there was like a gentleman's agreement where they say, if you sign this contract and we get this offer, we'll let you go. And apparently Dave's, gone back on that. But I mean, surely he goes. Like
I think the guy that apparently gave him that offer, the gentleman's offer, he's not at the club anymore. Like they've changed the board around a bit so that it's like a different sporting director or whatever. So his gentleman's agreement, which was never an official agreement, sort of just doesn't apply anymore because it was with some dude who's not at Newcastle anymore.
That's stiff.
So yeah, I mean, Isak thinks it should still apply, but I mean, it's all BS, right? Like, you've got a contract, you play until you get bought out. And I even heard that like players technically they can hand in like a transfer request if they want to leave that badly. which means that they give up some of their wages because they're trying to leave the club to force a move out. But Isak hasn't officially handed in a transfer request because then that'll mean he'll have to give up his wages. So that's why he's doing all this drama like on social media, because he's trying to leave a separate way rather than the old school fashion, like just hand in a transfer request and do it behind closed doors. Like,
well, I mean, that's definitely hasn't gone to plan, has it?
yeah.
Like, we've got someone else to join us. The man himself. If we want to talk about how good West Ham are, Steve is here.
Turn it up. We've just signed 3 midfielders. We're back in business now. I've just seen we're signing Timber, Fernandez, and some other lad. So pretty pumped.
Bottom half?
Oh, gee, I reckon we're pushing Europe at this point.
Oh, mate. First and foremost, how are you?
I'm good, lads. Hope you're all doing well. Pra, long time no speak. Daneo, I think this is our debut together, so pleasure to meet you. And Scobes, good to see you still got that mug of a face still on your face.
Absolutely. So, can you see who's behind me though?
The biggest spot in the Prem.
Oh,
what a sexy bastard he is. Nah, doing well, fellas. Hope you're all doing well yourself.
No, we are, mate. We're going to ask you the 2 hardest questions that you're ever going to face. What's your FPL rank and what's your SuperCoach rank?
Oh God. I think I'm like 15k in 15,046 in EPL SuperCoach, so not off to a fly there. And unfortunately, it doesn't get much better in EPL in FPL, where we are ranked 6.5 mil.
Oh, I thought you were going to say 6.5k then.
No, I wish. Hardest game in the world, FPL. How do people win it?
No clue. But geez, once they do, God, they just spam it, don't they? That's all you see.
Oh, I'd be the exact same. I don't blame them.
So would I. Yeah, absolutely. What are the
resume after that? Surely.
Sure, you'd
World
have to
number
start,
1 in FPL.
You'd have to start some kind of like advice service. Absolutely fluke something and then just charge every dog under the sun.
Bloody AI analyze your team. It's like every freaking third advert on Facebook at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, mate, that's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yeah. What are the trades this week? FPL. Let's start with that. What's the moves?
I could actually see what I did.
I'm thinking of holding. I think I'm going to roll another transfer.
Rolling it? Why?
Oh, I don't know. I just don't think there's anything that alarming at the minute. Like,
no.
If Villa had a difficult fixture this week, I would have gotten rid of one of Rodgers or Watkins. But I look at my 11 on field. I just think, it looks like a decent team to field for the week. So holding fire.
So who comes on for Palmer if you own Palmer and Palmer does not play?
I think it's I don't know how you say his name. The Sunderland striker, Chelsea loanee, Gooey.
Gooey moi moi.
Yeah. Goo-hoo. I don't know how you say it.
Oh, I'm not even going to try, but that was fantastic. Oh,
Gooey.
Yeah. Oh, Steve, mate. Yep. Perfect.
He'll probably score 0 as well. So then after that, it's Joachim Anderson from Fulham.
Your mate, the 4.5 mil striker, just scored. Fairly sure it was this morning, actually, for Sunderland.
Yeah, he scored midweek.
Oh, Gooey scored, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's got to start. I mean, he's got Brentford, so can't go wrong.
Oh, I love how oblivious you are to it.
Never heard of him before he made the transfer.
What, just check percentage, saw it was high, chuck him in.
Yeah. Well, because I was
just
gonna, yeah. I mean, he's probably going to drop in price soon, the way he's going. But
it's just like with with AFL rookies. Just go to 123k, highest ownership, autofill, catch you later.
yeah,
There must be a
Yeah.
reason why people are picking them. Like,
It's got to be. It's got to be. No, I had, Oh my god, that done me.
Hopefully, he doesn't end up being that rookie that just plays the first 2 games and then never gets that price increase.
There's nothing worse.
Fuck that, really.
Who's the GWS?
Like Campo
the
coming back for the last game of the season.
You're talking about like James Leake or something right now?
Yes, that's him.
The one that I told everyone to avoid, and they're like, nah, mate, put him in. I'm like, I go for the Giants, you idiots. Don't pick him.
No, I did not pick him because, just big tsunami. Yuck. We don't like him. Dano, who are you bringing in FPL, or are you just going like Steve is and just holding?
Nah, mate, I'm going full send.
Here we go. Hits and all.
Well, this is the thing. So, worst week to trade this mofo in, but it's Calafiori. I don't have him
in FPL.
In FPL, I didn't have him. Yeah, I'm bringing him in. I don't really care too much about FPL. I'm more SuperCoach. So
you're wild, absolutely wild.
Yeah, against Liverpool, I know, really dumb. And then the other one was actually Johnson from your boys,
Brennan.
Spurs. Yeah,
BJ.
I actually don't mind him.
Interesting. Why not Kudos for cheaper?
Because I've already got him. Spurs.
you got double Spurs attack, mate.
Jesus mate. Double, because you know who they got after Bournemouth? West Ham.
Yeah, good shout, actually.
That's Operation Target West Ham, huh?
Yeah, that's basically what I'm doing. I'm like,
breaks Kudus's leg. Scum, absolute scum.
Not a fan of the ex-player, mate.
Nah, fuck him. I only wanted Spurs. Get fucked. that rattled me to the moon. He can get fucked.
Oh, he would have said that about any club that he joined. Let's be honest.
Pra, who are you bringing in FPL, mate?
In FPL, so right now, I'm pretty locked on this. I think I'm gonna go Palmer to either. I haven't decided yet between Sa from Crystal Palace and Semenyo. Those are the two that I'm picking between. I think it'll depend on when I'm probably looking to wildcard in the future or free hit. I haven't quite looked into it, but if it looks like one player is better for a certain few weeks, I'll probably end up going with them. And then with the 3 to 4 million that I'll get from Palmer down to that midfielder, I'll probably go Mark Guiu or Gui, whatever it is, up to a 7.5 striker. I'm not sure who yet. Maybe Chris Wood, because I might join Dana on the Operation Target West Ham. We'll see. But if not Chris Wood, then I want to try and save for like an Ekatike for next week if Isak doesn't join. So I might just roll my second free transfer and just do Palmer to like Sa and just keep a few mil in the bank for next week. But we'll see.
Yep. I like it. There's a question here, and I don't know why, but this was sent in at 8:38 and it's only showing up now. We've got a couple afterwards. But my dear friend, the Embit of Joel, he says, would you boys hold John Arias or move him to Grealish? He's going to drop some cash. Now, I would 100% assume this is SuperCoach here. So, you do it?
To the moon. Get Grealish.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I'd actually do that as well.
I like the look of Adias, though.
Yeah, well, Wolves fixtures open up now.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking about him in the preseason. I only saw him score one goal, Arias, and it looked so bloody good. And he was so calm, picking the ball up afterwards and just running to the center with it. I was like, man, you got some skill, but then this kind of hasn't really translated yet. But I feel like once he does score one, he'll go on like a little 3-4 game tear. But Grealish, man, Like he's too cheap.
Oh, that
He's gonna
I think
skyrocket.
Grealish has to come in regardless of who you're taking out. And if Arias
Oh, yeah.
is the only midfielder you can take out, then it's a guarantee.
Yep.
And he hasn't even played 60 minutes yet. Arias, this is in the first 2 games. He came off the bench in the first game and didn't even make 60 in the second game. So I think he's still, easing into it. Whereas Grealish, we already saw hit the ground running last week. I think that's a good trade to do.
No, I completely agree. The only thing that I would be not concerned, but just cognizant of, is their fixtures. That's it. Like the Wolves' fixtures are not too bad at the moment. But in saying that, I guess that depends on how well you rate them as a team overall. And if Larson goes as well, does that lessen the Arias appeal? Like if Isaac goes to Liverpool and then Larson goes to Newcastle, that probably lessens the Arias attacking threat, I would assume.
Yeah. Depends if they, I guess, sign a replacement, or they'll probably end up starting with like a Huang, I think, up front. Definitely lessens his appeal because I think Strand Larsen's a pretty good striker. But you could would Arias potentially be on penalties if Strand Larsen's leaving? Because there were rumors pre-season that he would take share the penalties with Strand Larsen. But yeah, I think it's a huge speculation. So you'd have to wait for them to actually get one to see who takes it.
I've got Larson in FPL. So what should I do if he goes to Newcastle? That's probably a good thing.
Hold, mate. Hold. Nothing.
Yeah, I'd keep him.
I'd probably just hold. Yeah, like
the worst thing is that he might not play this week, so you might be another man down.
Oh, for fuck! Bloody hell! I'll be the 11th man at this point.
Oh, if he doesn't suit up, who's first bench, mate?
So my final 3 on the
Goodie's already coming on for him for Palmer.
So I've got Palmer, so I think my hand might be forced at this point. It would be, who's my last on the bench? Steve against Man United.
Oh, so yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was good.
That's a good one.
That was good. Is it? I'm just looking all Australian midfield. What's going on here? Oh no, this is completely off topic.
Did Ed Richards make it at least?
He did.
He did. Good.
Let's go.
Did my boy make the back line? Or my boys, I should say. Taylor and Ash.
If you say Tom Barras, I'll dead set end stream right now.
That is not my boy. That is Paddo's boy. Thank you very much.
No, Ash didn't make it.
Really?
Zach Bailey in the half-forward line.
Ash didn't make it at all.
I cannot believe Josh Battle made it.
Josh Battle?
Yeah.
About time they picked McCluggage.
And then the forward lines, Heaney, Cameron, Bailey, Gunston, Thilthorpe, Pickett.
Yep. Happy with that.
Hopefully Ash gets a bench spot, but they usually give it to the midfielders.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. You know the one thing that I don't like about it? They just don't set it up all in one graphic. Every time they release the they release the tweet, just put it all together, simple. Who's on the bench?
They haven't announced the bench yet, I don't think.
Pretty crazy that Gunston made it everyone thought he was past it, and he had close to a career best. Yeah. No, good on him.
Big slay.
When you blokes see the bench, let me know who's in there, because I don't think I have any issues with the team so far.
Did Sammy Taylor make it in defence?
Would have missed too many games, I thought.
No, he did. Centre half back.
Good.
Oh, did he? Good on him.
Yeah. Sam Taylor, centre half back. Harris Andrews, fullback.
Yeah,
Mm,
that makes sense.
Bailey Dell's a bit of a surprise one, to be honest. Even
He
as
should
a Dogs
not
fan
have made
myself,
it.
like
Fake primo.
I think there's a lot better halfback flankers out there.
Yep. Paddo's going to be raging right now. Scobes, fake primo Dale made it.
Oh my god! I know whenever the Bulldogs play, mate, because I literally get an inbox saying fake primo.
Fake primo.
Oh.
I'd even have taken like a Max Holmes, instead of him, just running out of the. I know he played mainly mid this year, but
yeah,
that's the problem.
All right, let's bring this back to some kind of SuperCoach EPL and FPL content for whoever's going to view this and is still currently watching. And bit of Joel says Spurs are trying to hijack the Xavi Simons deal. Have you? And I know I'm the only Spurs supporter here, but has anyone kept up with Spurs' attempted signings?
No.
That's literally they've all just been hijacked. Every single one of them by Arsenal. Every single one. Like, it's just, we can't sign anyone. It's just terrible. It's just, and the latest one, again from Embit of Joel. Thank you very much, my friend. Boys, who out of Richards, Consa, Romero, Yoro, or Rodon to trade to Calafiori, all going to rise in price, and Consa has great fixtures?
So, Romero is actually going ridiculously good.
Yes, so that's a no. And our fixtures are very
I'm
nice.
bringing Romero in this week, in fact. In
Yeah, he's actually one of the guys that I'm telling people to trade in. Yeah. Did he say Yoro as well?
Yep.
So I feel for this dude. He should be scoring way better than what he is. He's got 2 weeks in a row. He's got 6. He should have scored from a header. Realistically. Yeah, look, I'd be keeping him as well. He's dirt cheap. He's like basement price. His break even's going to go into the negative soon anyway. I think it's at 0 right now. Who are the other ones that he was talking about?
Rodon of Leeds, who, I mean, they just got absolutely walloped by Arsenal, but still decent break even.
Yeah.
Who they got this week? Leeds.
They got Newcastle.
Newcastle, okay.
Well, that's Newcastle without a striker. No Isak, no Gordon.
No Joel Linton, no Tonali.
I'm going to say it. Probably Consa.
I'm almost leaning towards Consa as well.
Yeah.
And
for me,
I'm a Villa fan.
Either Rodon or Consa.
Yeah.
Because I do think Consa will probably keep more clean sheets throughout the season. Even though Villa's look shocking going forward so far, they've still defended all right. And yeah, I think just as a safe few points, especially if it's a bench defender and you're not going to play them every week, I think you're more likely to get more points maybe out of Consa. But yeah, if Rodon gets, those defensive points and everything like that, it could outscore Consa as well. I think the other 3 you should keep though in your team: Richards, Romero, and Yoro.
I have a question for you, Dano. You said that you were bringing in Romero. Why not Mickey van der Ven?
So I'm not bringing him in, but
I said I was bringing him in. Actually.
Oh, sorry, Pra. What's your preference of Romero over van der Ven?
Yeah, so I did look at Van der Ven. He is cheaper as well, a little bit, I believe. But I think the main thing is, especially because I'm not really bringing this player in as a cash cow, I'm going to want to hold him for a long time. And I think the fact that Romero is captain of the club and Van der Ven's injury issues, I think in the past, are sort of swaying me towards Romero. I don't know. I love Van der Ven as a player in real life, but I just feel like his hamstring could pop at any moment, with how hard he runs, with how athletic his play style is. Romero just feels like a safer pick to me, I think, to play every game. But I feel like you can't go wrong with either. And also, I think I saw Van der Ven's a lot higher owned, so it kind of made me want to go for the slightly lower ownership player just to like differentiate it a bit, because I don't think there's too much between them. So yeah, just for those reasons, really.
Does it not scare you that he's a genuine psychopath?
Yeah, I mean, probably the biggest card magnet, right, in the league.
Yeah, exactly. Like, man literally just attracts yellow cards.
Yeah.
Can I just say the difference in ownership that you pointed out, Pra? So 30.7% have Mickey Van der Ven, and then with Romero, it's 3.4%.
He's a really juicy differential, I reckon.
And he scored 2 weeks in a row. He scored 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez, I just like psychotic, crazy Argentinian. That man sticks a leg out. Like, it does not matter. He will 100% give away a penalty very soon. It's just I was very curious to know your reasoning. I didn't realize.
Yeah, no. I think you raise a good point, but I do actually remember seeing, I think at this preseason, that Romero has kind of, as he's taken a bit of a leadership role at Spurs, he's kind of become a little bit better in terms of getting cards. Like, he's still definitely, a psycho on the pitch, but I think his last red card, I just looked it up, his last red card in the Premier League was actually November 2023.
So what you're saying is,
so it's been a couple of years since he's gotten a red.
He's the
due.
EPL equivalent.
He's due. You could say he's due. Exactly.
EPL equivalent of Toby Green. Toby's suspensions dropped off until recently when he got the captaincy.
He should have got suspended for trying to kick old mate in a groin, though.
Yeah.
But he didn't.
He did not. He didn't connect. Soft. Oh, is anyone like free hitting at all, or am I the only one that's using a chip this week?
No chips for me this week.
No, none for me.
Oh,
I think Daneo said you were wildcarding, as well.
Oh no, I already did that. I'm stuffed.
You already wildcarded.
I've already wildcarded and I'm copping a -4. Let's go.
Oh, that's mental. That's mental.
There is a player though in SuperCoach that isn't. I don't think he's actually going too well in FPL, but he's going well in SuperCoach. I could be wrong. Livramento from Newcastle. What's going on there? Like he's actually averaging really good in SuperCoach.
I guess it's just literally all those base stats that we spoke about pre-season, really.
Yeah, he picked up an assist in the last game as well against Liverpool, so that definitely helped. But no, I think he's a great pick just in general. Like, he plays 90 minutes every game. Last year, he played all 38 games, either on the right or the left. So, yeah, he's someone who Eddie Howe clearly likes a lot, and he'll play him wherever he can find his best spot. I just think... Yeah, I think he's at a very good price as well, like 5.7 million. I think it's a reasonable price. Like, it's not much more than the 5.5 mil that we all spent on De Kuiper to start the season. Like some of us spent on him, who's been an absolutely miserable pick.
He's my trade out this week in SuperCoach.
Yep, absolutely. Is Embed? I was just going to ask this, but it relates perfectly. Embed of Joel says, "Is anyone trading Palmer in SuperCoach?"
No.
Nah.
I'm holding for now because I've got other fires like Saka, who's injured for longer.
Oh, isn't that a shit?
Yeah, I've got him as well.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, if I had a wild card in SuperCoach, I might have played it by now. But
I mean,
yeah,
I've got someone that should be injured because he's a fraud, and that's Vert, the German fraud.
You're not trading?
Oh, I'm going to be trading that prick. I gave him an extra week. I gave him an extra week.
against Arsenal. You're giving him an extra week, or you've
No, I
You
gave
gave-
him an extra week. I was going to pull the
Ooh.
trigger after one game. I'm like, nah, you know what? I want to show Pato wrong. I want to prove him wrong. And then Pato was right, and he let me know it. So
how much does that hurt to say Pato was right? I nearly spew whenever I think of those words.
mate, you want to know his rank right now in SuperCoach?
I would not be surprised if it's genuinely like something ridiculous, like top 30.
Nah, it's about 200 and something.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, he's
Well,
going good. Yeah.
that's maybe we should get him on here.
They're flying.
Yeah. Oh, that's insane. That's yeah, right. So how
I'm
often
actually
does he
so
let you
mad at
do that?
myself for starting with Wirtz as well. Like after saying all preseason that it takes players that come from Germany some time to adjust to the Premier League, I just fell for the preseason hype. Like I didn't fall for it in FPL. I didn't pick him in FPL, but I fell
Yeah.
for it in Supercoach, thinking that because I went without Salah, I thought I'd go for the next best option
Yeah, same.
in Wirtz. And then turns out every Liverpool attacker is getting points except Wirtz. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought he'd do better than what he has done, and that price point as well. Like it's so much easier to go down to, I guess, 75% of anyone really, rather than trying to go
I
up.
will say this though, Pato's not right all the time because I had the option of trading in Calafiori or Ballard,
Oh no!
and he goes with Calafiori. Nah, mate. That Skelly, whatever his freaking name is fighting for that
Yeah.
position.
Skeleton.
I wouldn't trust him, so then I brought Ballard in, and Ballard gets subbed out after 9 minutes, and freaking Calafiori goes bang, bang, bang.
Oh, so I know this is completely irrelevant, not related, but they've done the All Australian bench.
Yes.
You got Matt Rao, Caleb Sarong, Nick Dacos, and Marcus Bontempelli.
Just all the mids.
Dacos and Bont couldn't get onto the field.
Yeah, it's a bit.
I mean, maybe for
we
Bont
could-
because he only played like 16 games. But yeah, Dake was surprising.
Who was the rough?
Yeah,
And Sarong on the bench and probably one of his worst seasons in a while, I'd argue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he made it.
Sarong's the most taggable midfielder in the AFL.
He might be a good
Every time
2026 pick, though.
Every time he gets tagged, he gets shut out bad.
Wait, how did Jamie Elliott not make it?
Did he not make it?
No.
Fuck. What more can you do?
No. Oh,
I'd probably even
how
take him
did-
over Zach Bailey, I'll be honest.
Oh, you take him. Oh, daylight, mate. Daylight. That's a bit surprising, but yeah, well, interesting. Guys, we've almost been going for 50 minutes. Is there anything else that we need to cover at all? I know it's been a little bit of a gentle conversation, and I appreciate all three of you beautiful individuals joining me tonight to just talk absolute complete crap. So thank you once again. But have we missed anything at all?
I want to touch on a couple of people and get your thoughts, especially yours, Scobie, because again, Spurs players. Good old Richie. He's averaging 16.5 in SuperCoach, and I've got people asking me about him. No.
No. I think very comfortable this week, but I wouldn't want to bring him in because then you've got the international break.
And then
My God,
Solanke.
this is a dirty segue, but I've got a video coming out on the international break. This is how full on I got into it, and I'm going to show you. This is obviously, this is mental, mate. Obviously, Richie, we've got Bournemouth this week, and then obviously international break. Richarlison is a part of the Brazil squad in CONMEBOL, the South American World Cup qualifiers. Now, have a listen to this. This is the total flying hours. This is not just getting over there. This is from game 1 to literally what they're doing over there, and then they've got to fly back to the UK. So from Rio de Janeiro in Brazil to Bolivia, he's got to do a total of 25 hours and then come back to the UK. This is game week 4 commences on Saturday the 13th at 12:30 p.m. UK time. We then don't play. Obviously, we play in game week 4, but we play a little bit later than that. I don't reckon he starts game week 4. And the same thing, I reckon, is almost going to coincide with João Pedro. So I don't think the Brazilian strikers start game week 4 after the international break, purely because of the flying that they've had to do. And that gives Solanke 2 weeks to be prime and just start straight away.
Jay, there you go.
Yeah.
There's basically about 72 hours between that Brazilian game and Spurs' next game. And that's 72 hours where he has to travel from South America to Europe as well.
And don't get me wrong, it's not just CONMEBOL that's on, so the South American World Cup qualifiers, but obviously everybody it's all international break. Dom Solanke's literally done nothing. He barely did anything in preseason. Can guarantee you that he's going to start more minutes from game week 4 onwards than Richarlison. So if you want a 1 week play, which is fantastic, like if you just want to hop on and you reckon he's going to slaughter Bournemouth, no worries. He'll start this week. But going forward, that is murky. Very murky.
There you go. That's what we need. This is the stuff that we need.
That's trust me, half these places I didn't think were real. But yeah, apparently they are. So no, very, very interesting. And I reckon, very, very small odds. I don't know if I was going an Arsenal defender, I don't think I'll be putting Gabriel in just as a segue because he's also going to play for Brazil. Same situation.
Just avoid the Brazilians
going into game.
I will say that I think Gabriel has started after those international breaks last season. Being a defender, but again, obviously, it could be different this year. I think they've got a bit more options. Arsenal in the defense, like they could always start Calafiori as centre back, and they could play Lewis Skelly at left back, etc.
They play the first game. They play the 12:30 kickoff, which is the first game of game week 4.
True.
So that's going to be a little bit interesting, but I reckon the Brazilian boys, I wouldn't want to be hoping that they're going to be starting game week 4. Like, sure, I think you need bench cover regarding
especially Richarlison.
Yeah. And Delap could start ahead of Pedro for Chelsea if needed, but Solanke is the number 1 preferred striker for Spurs.
I mean, to be honest, as a Chelsea fan, game week 4, we're playing Brentford. So I think we will start Delap, in fact, no matter what, because the way Brentford play and how the defenders are, we need a big, strong presence in the box, which Pedro doesn't give. It's usually Delap. So Pedro might play in a bit more of a creative role behind him, but I think Delap will start game week 4. If I had to put some money on it.
Don't like that at all.
I mean, I think Pedro might still play because like we saw in the last game against Fulham, they both actually started for Chelsea. So Delap started up front and Pedro actually started right behind him in the number 10 spot. And Palmer was going to play on the right, but then Palmer was a late out, which is why Esteval came in and played instead of him.
Yes. Well, here's another Brazilian that's headed off as well. So might be a very, very interesting, I guess, Chelsea front 3 or 4, however they want to line up come game week 4.
Yeah, definitely. But the internationals are a good point, though, I think, because any players that you might have who might only miss a week or 2, you can afford to see this week off, and then you've got another 2 weeks where they can rest and recover and hopefully be back after.
Jeez, I'll tell you what, Chelsea will be going, where's our gooey?
Yeah, he's at Sunderland, isn't he? He's gone. Bit of Joel wants to know, does he start Rodon or Calafiori this week in SuperCoach?
I would go Calafiori.
I would too, but I would also I don't think Rodon's that bad of a
Who's
shout.
Rodon got this? Oh, Leeds. I mean Newcastle. Yeah.
Newcastle. I'm really
Unpopular
thinking
opinion.
starting Rodon over Truffett.
Unpopular opinion here.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Liverpool are about to blank.
I hope.
I mean, if
feel
it's
like
against
that they
anyone, it'll
are.
be against Arsenal. Like,
Yeah,
Arsenal's
and it
I
could
can
be a
see
0-0
Arsenal
draw
going there
or
for a
a
0-0 and being happy with a 0-0 at the end of it.
0-0 or
Absolutely.
1-0 Arsenal's way. I don't, as much as I don't like Arsenal,
Mm.
I can see that happening.
Honestly, if
think
I had an Arsenal defender, I'd play them against anyone, any week, I think.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like,
The
they've
other
got
thing I
just
wanna-
as good of a chance of a clean sheet as any team against the worst opposition.
What are you guys' thoughts on Mo Salah at the moment?
I literally just wildcarded him out.
Because
Love
Very
it.
lucky to have gotten the points he's gotten so far.
that
Yeah.
first week, that first game week that he had, they were not utilizing him at all. And then as soon as they subbed Ekatike out and they put Wirtz up in the front, and then they started utilizing Salah because Wirtz was going shizen. And then he scored late. And then last week, kind of similar story, really. I'm not vibing it.
No,
he's
just
playing really wide.
Yeah, like super wide.
For SuperCoach, I'm more than happy to hold him because obviously you get points for different stats. But FPL, he's been my captain both weeks, and the returns have come like so late in games that they could have easily not happened, and it's not come to fruition. And I just think the money can be spent better. I don't think you can cover him. Like I'm betting that those late returns won't continue, and even if he returns one of every 2 games, I'm going to, put the extra 6 mil that I save on him to something better and improve the squad.
Yeah.
Like, no one's saying he's not going to do well, but like, it's just whether he's going to be worth it at the price that he's at, which is obviously based on his season last year. And last year he had like a all-time Premier League record-breaking season. Like, is he really going to replicate that with these new signings? I find it hard to see, but yeah, I agree. I think in FPL, like, he's probably going to be gone for me as well sooner rather than later. As soon as their fixtures get a bit more difficult, maybe if I like City's fixtures more after a certain point, we'll see. But yeah, I think he's playing very, very wide at least. I also think Frimpong's injury has affected Liverpool a little bit because if Frimpong was playing, he's generally the player that would go down that right-hand side and provide that width, which would mean that Salah can come in a little bit and be a bit more central. But obviously without Frimpong there, Salah's the one that's having to hold that width on the right-hand side because otherwise everyone would just be crowded around the box. So they need someone to be stationed out on the right and on the left. And if Frimpong's not there, then Salah's doing it because otherwise they're playing someone else at right back who can't do what Frimpong can do. So hopefully once Frimpong's back after international break, maybe Salah goes a bit more central, a bit more closer to goal. But yeah.
Like his price is projected to pretty much plummet, isn't it, in SuperCoach?
It's meant to go down 860k. He's got a break even of 21.
Gee.
Yeah, I thought he'd drop more than that, but yeah.
Well, I'm just, I don't know. The way I see it is I'm like Salah is a non-negotiable, as in, he literally stays up until AFCON, and then it's a reassess then. Because obviously if he misses 5 weeks or 6, however many it is from, I think it's game week 16 onwards, then I'm more than happy to reassess then. But the thing that I'm worried about is like who, not obviously again this week against Arsenal, but the next 2 games, Burnley away and then Everton at home. And I know that derby is generally pretty tight, but it's not unrealistic that Salah doesn't have 4 returns in the next 2 games. Post Arsenal game, I should say.
Yeah. I guess you just got to hope that whoever else you have for Salah's money also comes close to matching him, or like the improvements you have for the rest of the team. Yeah.
Yep.
I think Salah's just a matter of, at least going into this week against Arsenal, it's a case of don't buy and don't sell. Like if you have him, obviously keep him. But if you don't have him, you can wait to see how he does against Arsenal. Hopefully maybe his price drops a little bit, even if it's $1 million. You know, like you're getting him for $1 million cheaper.
Would you grab Salah if he got really cheap in SuperCoach before AFCON? Would you go there?
I think anyone would.
Yeah.
Depends how much before AFCON. Like if you get at least a good 4 weeks out of him, then definitely, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
But if it's just like 2 weeks right before he leaves for AFCON, like I'd
There's no
probably
point.
Yeah, I don't think there's a point in, because you're just wasting 2 trades at that point just to bring him in and bring him out. Like, I'm sure there'd be other players that you can bring in for a longer period of time over that point. But yeah, like when's AFCON happening? I think game week 16 or 17. So yeah, there's plenty of time.
It depends how far teams go. Or countries go.
Yeah, so if he goes cheaper over the next, 4 or 5 weeks, if he comes even close to like 11, 12 million, I think it'll be hard not to bring him in. If he's the same price as every other player in the game, when he's considerably been a better fantasy asset for years, yeah, it'd be hard not to bring him in if he's the same price as everyone else. It's just his current price it's really hard to bring him in if you didn't already start with him, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially like, I think he won't be as cheap there'll be cheaper options like Bowen, for example, coming up. Potentially a Bruno as well. Like, so are you really going to be spending more on Salah? What's worth it if you can get a Bowen and a Bruno?
Both have a break even of 25, I think.
Like
so
that's
going to plummet
mental.
in price. Yeah.
Bowen needs a new manager.
Yeah, well, I think Bowen needs a new club. What do you reckon, Steve?
I wouldn't blame him.
He seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Like he respects what West Ham have done for him, and he signed the long contract. He's going to stick it out.
Yeah, well, he'll have to go when we get relegated. Man United.
Say that again, sorry.
He screams of Man United. Just reeks of it.
No, I hope not. I actually like Bowen, so I'd hate to watch him play for United.
Yeah, no, absolutely. What were you going to say, Dano?
Apparently there's 9 players that have been approached by Tottenham and they have basically turned their back on them. So 9. That's including Simmons as well. So
mate, let's be honest here. Like, why right now do you want to come to Spurs? Which hurts me to say.
There's no Ange anymore. I don't love him.
Yeah. This is getting far too depressing, and we've been on for an hour. You've hurt me emotionally. I'm about to head off and just think why no one loves Spurs, but we'll stick through it, and hopefully against Bournemouth we absolutely slaughter them. But is there anything else we need to go over at all?
No, I think we
can't think of any.
Yeah, did a pretty good covering of it.
Wonderful. Well, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you to you 3 beautiful specimens. I hope you don't score as high as me in FPL and SuperCoach, but thanks so much for joining me tonight. Dano, where can everybody that either listens to the audio of this or watches it on either the Scobie channel or the Swordplay channel, where can they find your content, mate?
Okay, so on X, formerly known as Twitter, you can find me at DANEOSCCC. I create a lot of graphics and stuff. That's new. Get around it. And then on Facebook, it's SuperCoach Co-Captains.
Wonderful, mate. Wonderful. Pra, where can everybody who wants to check out your content find you?
Yeah, again, cheers for having me on, Scobes. Yeah, if you're interested, if you're interested, you can find me on Twitter or X as well, at SuperCoach Pra, or on YouTube as well under the same handle, SuperCoach Pra. Just making some weekly videos on doing round reviews and looking into the next week coming up as well. But yeah, thanks for having me on, mate.
Anytime. Steve, my glorious West Ham number 1 ticket holder, where can the listeners find you, mate, and all your wonderful content?
Thank you for having me on, Scobes. Pleasure to be on, and pleasure to talk some shit with you boys. Stephen D.W. Smith on Twitter, where I just talk bollocks. And then doing a bit of EPL SuperCoach content on TikTok. So there'll be SDS_SuperCoach EPL. So if you want to check and do a couple of videos a week on there. And then SDS SuperCoach, of course. Be doing the live streams for EPL SuperCoach and with Absy and Pra and the lads there. So that's been good. So really enjoyed jumping on. So thank you. It's been a good chat.
Anytime, mate. Anytime. And for those, you guys know where to find me. Make sure you are subbed to the channel at Scobie YT on YouTube. We're almost at 100 subs. So come on, do something, help a brother out, drop a sub, drop a like. Even if you don't like the comment, just do it anyway. Come on. Make sure you check out the SuperCoach Swordplay website at supercoachswordplay.com. Also check out DR's reviews and all the game day content as well, because to be fair, I don't know much about that, but Janeth and Ross are absolutely killing it. And also make sure you check out the latest review video, because Spills is actually in it and he has the biggest biceps in the Southern Hemisphere. So once again, thank you so much. And I'm sure we'll be back next time just to chill out, talk some smack and have a good time. Thank you once again. If you've enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe. And don't forget to check out the website at supercoachswordplay.com.